Istanbul, Turkey, January 8, 2026.
Gitti.
Ha geri zekalılara bakın. Hiç devrilecek.
Istanbul was hit Thursday by one of the most severe weather events in recent years, as storm force winds, heavy rain, towering waves, and widespread disruption to sea transport, and plunging temperatures disrupted daily life across the megacity. Meteorological data showed wind speeds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour, reaching 11 on the Beaufort scale, a level classified as a violent storm just below hurricane strength. Authorities warned that conditions would worsen throughout the day as spring-like weather gave way to harsh winter conditions. Several videos are going viral on social media, and one of them shows a Pegasus flight aborting landing at Istanbul airport due to severe weather. The flight could be seen losing balance and couldn't move straight, forcing the pilot to abort the landing. Another video showed a strong Lodo's winds battered the area, rocking boats violently and creating rough, stormy conditions. In Tuzla, with the rising waves, some of the boats anchored at the shore capsized. The storm tossed luxury yachts around like toys. In Kokili, due to the storm affecting the northern Marmara Highway Dilovasi connection road, 2 trucks and a van overturned.
Ne oluyor lan? Diğer evin çatı gitti.
A crane toppled in the shipyard area of Altanova district in Yalova. In the same shipyard area, containers flew away like paper. The severe storm at Beylikdüzü and Barley port tossed a container and a working employee. The containers at the port were thrown around due to the storm. A worker at the port fell to the ground after being hit by a panel that was practically flying due to the storm. The difficult moments of the port workers were captured on cell phone cameras. The Yalova governorship announced that between 12 o'clock and 2200 hours, motorcycles, electric scooters, and food delivery vehicles were banned from traffic. Following warnings from the Turkish State Meteorological Service, gale force winds began sweeping through Istanbul in the morning hours and intensified over the Bosphorus and the Marmara Sea, Hürriyet Daily News reported. In Besiktas, large waves slammed into the shoreline, creating hazardous conditions along the coast. Roofs were blown off in many parts of the megacity, and trees were uprooted. The lighthouse located in Karakburnu, Sarıyer, could not withstand the storm and toppled into the sea. Maritime operations were brought to a grinding halt as treacherous sea conditions made navigation impossible. All ferry services in Istanbul were suspended due to the storm. Strong winds toppled trees in several districts, damaging vehicles and disrupting traffic. In Bakırköy, a tree fell onto 4 parked cars along the coastal road, forcing the Yeşilköy-bound lanes to be closed temporarily. Emergency crews worked for hours to remove debris using chainsaws before reopening the road. In the Boyalık neighborhood of Arnavutköy, the roof of a house was torn off by the strong wind and dragged about 30 meters, landing on another house in the side street and on the street. The house where the roof fell was evacuated for safety reasons, and the street was completely closed to traffic. Upon notification, municipal police, fire brigade, and municipal teams were dispatched to the scene. While the fire brigade took security measures in the area, municipal teams began work to reopen the street to traffic. Authorities stated that damage assessment would be conducted on the building where the roof fell, and work in the area is ongoing.
Orada şampiyon köprü var. Ben tek kere böyle... Sabah günü sahil hiçbir şey kalmamış. Yani öyle birkaç tane tekne bağlı şuralarda.
While the storm caused difficult moments for citizens, waves covered the coastal areas. In Yenikapi, huge waves hit the shore due to the strong south wind. As the waves grew, the sea and land seemed to merge. The storm and south wind also caused difficult moments for market vendors. In Catalca, the tarpaulins of the neighborhood market were blown away by the storm, causing customers and vendors to experience tough moments. Vendors trying to hold down the flying tarpaulin were captured on a cell phone camera.
Gemliklerle yollar felaket. Kayıklar.
According to the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipalities IBB Disaster Coordination Center AKOM, the storm and heavy downpours intensified across the city, while temperatures, which reached 17 to 18 degrees Celsius, 63 to 64 Fahrenheit earlier in the week, were expected to drop by around 10 degrees by evening. Storm conditions also affected neighboring regions. Heavy rain caused flooding in Edirne, while downpours disrupted daily life in Izmir. In Çanakkale, maritime traffic through the strait was suspended.
Evet, konteynerler. Abo. Konteynerler yıkılıyor.
The storm, which the Turkish State Meteorological Service had warned about for days, is affecting both the Marmara and Aegean regions. Meteorologists said winds at Beaufort level 11 can cause widespread structural damage, uproot large trees and turn unsecured objects into dangerous projectiles. The Interior Ministry issued a nationwide weather warning Wednesday evening, citing forecasts from the State Meteorological Service. The warning included strong winds, storms, thunderstorms and avalanche risk in several regions. Authorities said strong winds and storms were expected in eastern Marmara, the western Mediterranean, southern and eastern central Anatolia, inland areas of the central and eastern Black Sea, and western Black Sea regions. Locally heavy rainfall and thunderstorms were forecast for parts of Balıkesir, Çanakkale, Izmir, Manisa, Aydın, Bursa, Kütahya, Muğla, Antalya, and Konya. The worst of the storm, however, could be yet to come. Turkish media reported that AKOM has issued a weather warning for further snowfall in Istanbul. The forecast indicates that from Monday, January 12th, rain mixed with snow could be recorded in the higher areas of the city. In addition, from Thursday onwards, a further drop in temperature of 8 to 10 degrees is expected, accompanied by heavy thunderstorms and intermittent heavy rain, which will leave maximum temperatures of around 3 degrees Celsius in Istanbul over the next few days. Avalanche risk was reported in high-altitude areas of eastern Black Sea inland regions and northern and eastern Anatolia due to heavy snow cover. Officials urged residents to remain cautious against transportation disruptions, roof damage, falling objects, flooding, lightning, carbon monoxide poisoning, and avalanche hazards, and to follow official warnings closely.
Yarımcı Anıt Park.
Of. Şuraya bak, ana yola bak. Burası ana yol abi.